Go time.
All right. This is the Harding Jones podcast. This is season 3, episode 8. This is Tuesday, January 7th, 2025. I am your host, Todd Harding. This is my co-host, Todd Jones. How are you,
Oh,
pal?
great. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. With us, a special guest for this podcast is our good friend Brad O'Connor is back. Brad, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yes, thanks for being with us. And all right, boys, this is a special edition of the podcast. We're going to get into the nitty gritty into the postseason of both college football and the NFL because both are coming upon us, and exciting weekend ahead football wise. So, the number one we'll start with is the huge Penn State Notre Dame game, which is going to be in the Orange Bowl Thursday night. So I guess you have some family members going, Brad.
Yeah, my aunt and uncle are down there now. They
Nice.
well, I don't know if they left. They must have flew today. Yeah.
Sweet. I know both my uncles are going. Some of my cousins are going from the Levan family. So
I'd be
they have
curious how
tickets.
many people from NEPA are there.
Yeah. There's gonna be a lot. You know what I mean? But these guys gotta be going broke though. I mean, can you imagine those guys that Brad, who like wear the shoulder pads and those Halloween masks, those old guys?
Yeah.
Those guys gonna be going broke after going to the Big Ten championship game. Then they had to go to the Fiesta Bowl. Now they have to go to the Orange Bowl, like back to back. Like these guys have to be going broke. You know
I
what
know.
I mean?
That's a lot of games. There's still
Yeah.
hopefully one more.
Yeah. Oh, I hope. You know what I mean? I want them to go broke. Yeah. But if Penn State wins this game, they have to go to another game, which I think the championship is in New Orleans. I think it is, right? Yeah. So that's just like a lot of money to spend. Like week after week after week if you're going to these games. You know what I mean?
I don't know how they do it.
But the Penn State Notre Dame game, it's a huge, it's the 20th meeting, and Notre Dame looked pretty good against Georgia. What do you think about that game, Brad, when they played Georgia?
I am. They looked pretty good. Like it's hard to say did Georgia look bad or did Notre Dame look that good.
Yeah. What'd you think,
That's
Todd?
the question.
Yeah, I mean, I think they look good. They look strong. Their defense looked good. Their quarterback situation, I don't know how bad that impacted Georgia with that backup quarterback in there. Yeah, big time game for his first start.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I know, to Notre Dame's credit, they had much better coaching in the second half. Like their coach made some great decisions, and I remember they went there just to do it. Yeah, like the hard count usually fails when they're trying to do the hard count to get to the jump up size. Well, it actually worked. You know what I mean? In the fourth quarter for Notre Dame, and they had that one long drive that kind of just like grind the clock. So
That is my
but I was
biggest
rooting for them
concern.
I'm sorry. What's that, Brad?
That is my biggest concern is coaching. I think they have a big advantage in that.
Yeah, well, that's Penn State's Achilles heel. When you get to these nitty-gritty games, they always make the dumb coaching decisions. You know what I mean? So I hope that's not the case here, But going in Penn State's advantage is that Penn State's running game, Brad, has been really hot lately,
Yes. Yeah. They have been looking very good in the run game.
Mm-hmm.
Defense looks good. My concern is big concern is if they're going to take Tyler Warren out of the game because our receivers did not make too many plays. Now they did versus Boise State, but that's a different team,
Yeah, that's true. And Notre Dame's defense is pretty solid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think they'll own our receivers.
Yeah, and they also blitz. Notre Dame blitzes too, and they actually get pressure. So they actually have a good defensive line, and they have Notre Dame's tailback is really good as well. You know what I mean? That Jeremiah Love, he's outstanding. So, but Penn State's tailbacks are pretty good too, Brad. I mean, with Nicholas Singleton and Katrin Allen, the way they're playing, you know what I mean? What I don't understand is they should give them the ball a little more than they do. Boise State couldn't stop them. You know what I mean? But and that's the thing about Penn State's coaching is that they kind of shoot themselves in the foot. They don't do what's working. They try to do like trick plays and things like that. You know what I mean? It's just like, come on, what are you guys doing?
Well, that's what I don't. Now I'm not, I never played football, but if running's working, you just keep running, or are you supposed to show pass? Like just run the ball until they stop it.
No, I agree with you. No, you're 100% right, Brad. 100% right. It's just, especially when you get like 8 yards of carry here. You know what I mean? So,
I don't know.
I agree with you guys both on that one, man. I watched that game, and you're saying exactly what I said, and anybody I talked to. Just today, I talked to some people at work, and it was going to come down to big coaching decisions. That last game, they were getting 7 yards a clip, and then a couple of 3rd and 1 situations come up, and they go for some trickery. And luckily, I think they got a couple times these last 2 games they were able to get a turnover from their defense to get back in it, but. Yeah. What are you doing sometimes? I have no idea. And they don't go with the run when the run's working. And then in the past, it seems like they'd run the ball up the gut 4 times in a row when it wasn't working. So I think you're exactly right with the coach. It's going to come down to coaching. It's time for Franklin to actually turn the table finally.
Yeah,
I agree.
You can't get away with that versus Notre Dame. They're going to capitalize. They're not Boise State.
Right.
No, they're
right.
not. They're not.
Yeah, Notre Dame's D looks pretty solid, and they got that run. They seem watching them as an outsider here, they seem very similar in their formulas.
Yeah, and their transfer quarterback isn't the best in the world, in my opinion, at Notre Dame. I forget his name, but
Riley Leonard from Duke.
That's what it is. Yes, thanks.
He's going to drive you nuts, though. It's going to be like 3rd and 10, and he's going to scramble up the middle for a first down.
I'm hoping Penn State, what the defense has been doing in the postseason, though, is causing turnovers. So I hope they continue to do that. Like, if they can get some turnovers in this game and really get the momentum going for Penn State, I think that can really go in Penn State's favor and get them to actually win this game.
Well, Notre Dame doesn't have any big play receivers either. They rely on running game and like a tight end.
Yeah. So. It's to be seen, but it's huge for Northeast PA because that's the big rivalry. You know what I mean? So a lot of people are going. I think it's great because it's a good time to go to Miami, Florida, in the middle of January from Pennsylvania.
And it's a great opportunity. Like, you don't want to play Texas or Ohio State. Like, both of these teams got to be loving who they're playing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, it's a dream matchup to get to the national final.
And I'm hoping in that other game, that Texas somehow finds out to upset Ohio State because the last team I want to play in the national championship is Ohio State. You know what I mean?
Own us, yeah.
Yeah, because Penn State hasn't beaten them in like 9 years now. You know what I mean? And I just have a bad feeling if Penn State does win this game versus Notre Dame and Ohio State beats Texas, we'll lose Ohio State again. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, you could. The Bears did it, buddy. Okay. The Bears did it. Penn State could do it.
Well, what is Jonesy's prediction? Obviously, me and Harding are Penn State fans.
Yeah. I really think Penn State could pull this out. I think their offense is, well, if it's coached correctly, it's a little bit more dynamic. Those 2 running backs, your tight end, you got some receivers. I think your quarterback definitely can step up to the table. Where, like, I think Brad, you just said, like, Notre Dame seems like their quarterback isn't quite the top quality. They got the running back and the tight end, but I think Penn State, if they put it together early with those running backs and get 44 involved, you're going to be okay. Your defense, I have no doubt, your defense can hold down the fort.
Yeah.
So I am predicting a Penn State win on this one.
Oh, fantastic! We'll take it.
I do think kicking game could be big, and I don't trust our kicker. And I don't think their kicker's been better lately, but I don't think either team has a great kicker.
Is your kicker's decent though compared to your history?
I think he's decent inside 40. I don't know about outside 45.
I think pretty much, Brad, all college kickers are terrible outside of 40 yards.
So
unless you have a stud on your team, yeah, like they're all pretty. After 40 yards, they're not reliable. You know what I mean? And
we will see. It's going to be interesting.
In the other game, Texas, Ohio State. Who do you? What's your prediction, Brad, on that one?
I'm going to say Texas stops Ohio State, and the run ends.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm going to say Texas. They just barely got away from Arizona State. I think people are going to be really hyping Ohio State, and watch out, Texas will come in and play them hard.
Yeah, I like that. What do you think, Todd?
I just watching Ohio State. They just seem like they turned into a different animal. So I'm going to go with Ohio State, and I think there'll be no questions when they beat Texas. That's my opinion on that one.
Okay, you think they're going to keep rolling then, like they did versus Oregon?
I do.
I mean, they look unbelievable. They do look unbelievable.
Yeah, they do. So, I'm gonna go with Brad. I'm gonna hope for the upset as well because I don't want to see them in the national championship game if Penn State beats Notre Dame, and because I can't lose to them again, especially if it's the national championship. But you know, but it is what it is. It's exciting because I think this Penn State Notre Dame game is gonna be a lot of fun, no matter what.
Oh.
Hello?
You there? I'm here.
Yep.
Okay, you guys all still there? All right, sorry about that. All right, but transitioning to the NFL here, it's the big wild card weekend, and we'll start with the AFC. Steelers, Ravens, Brad.
No. Steelers coming in on a
limping.
nice four-game losing streak. Way to go into the playoffs. Looking great.
The Steelers are limping into the playoffs under Mike Tomlin.
I mean, I just don't see a way they win. I don't know. Like, I know they do play the Ravens tough, but
yeah,
I mean, they just look awful.
That's the Saturday game. It's in Baltimore. It's streaming on Amazon.
Yeah.
And the Steelers are limping into the playoffs, but it is Steelers Ravens. It is a rival game.
I mean, you gotta we've beaten them before, but I mean, it's hard. You know me. I'm just
I know.
And I can't take it. So I mean, even if we win, what are we gonna go beat Buffalo? No.
So funny. I know. But so the Broncos at Bills. So you don't think the Broncos have a chance? Because
I mean, the Broncos are an exciting team lately, but I don't know.
They are.
The Bills just look good.
Yeah. I think the Bills are going to turn that on in that game, because that's the Sunday game at 1:00 on CBS. You have the Broncos at the Bills, so you like the Bills rolling on that one, Brad?
I like Bills.
Josie?
Bills.
Yeah, okay.
For Pittsburgh, though, I mean, Brad, I have to go against Pittsburgh on that one. I think
the
Ravens just look nasty right now with Henry just chugging along, man.
Yeah.
I was hoping they sat him, so I won the fan duel there, but I wanted that Mitchell. I thought Mitchell was going to get a little more, but that didn't happen. But, man, he's just a beast. And I think, what's up with the receiver there? Zay Flowers, is he out?
That's a good question. I haven't checked into that yet.
Because he's a big part of that team. So,
I mean, if he's out, that's a bit very big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that either.
I've been focused on this Notre Dame Penn State, so I haven't looked into the injuries yet for the weekend. Even how about Jordan Love for the Eagles game?
Yeah, I think Love banged his hand up in that Bears game. They lost Watson, I think. I think he's gone.
Yeah, but I think Love's going to be playing.
I think he's going to play too.
But Watson, I think, is out for Green Bay.
Yeah.
What's that game?
So that's Green Bay at the Eagles. I think the Eagles are going to beat them. You know what I mean? Only because it's in Philadelphia. I mean, could the Packers do it, though? Absolutely. It's just that the Packers haven't been beating the top-tier NFL teams this year. You know what I mean? Like
they just lost to the Bears, my friend. They just lost to the Bears.
And they played their guys, I think.
They did until Love got hurt and things switched up quickly there. But
they did play their guys because until the Redskins lost, they had a chance to be the 6th seed, but the Redskins ended up coming back and winning. So the game didn't matter anyways. You know what I mean?
So they all banged up for nothing.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a hard question, dude. Would you play your guys at the end? Do you not? It's like
but that Christian Watson is so injury prone. Like basically put him down. He's like he's the worst receiver to have for fantasy. You know what I mean?
Real quick, guys, I got one little treat here. Ready?
Sure.
We got a special guest coming in. Give him a shout out.
We are Penn State.
Penn State.
Look at this.
What's up, boys?
What's going on?
What's going on?
Well, I'm just leaving my job here at Wilkes-Barre High School. We lost to the Mountaineers in a close basketball game tonight, so
I watched it on TV.
Calling in on a ride home.
Nice. You getting ready to pack
it was
your
on
bags
Service
for Miami?
Electric.
Definitely getting ready to pack those bags and head out bright and early Thursday morning.
I hear they're calling for a whiteout in Miami. Is that the case?
The whiteout and definitely not the snow. So
no.
We got the white jersey packed. We're gonna wear the Saquon Barkley Rose Bowl edition down to the Orange Bowl. So
nice.
Oh, that's fantastic, dude.
Nice.
Is the whole family going, Corey?
No. It's just the wife and I and Billy Levan and his wife, and
Okay.
we're going down together, and then we're meeting up with a bunch of other family and friends, down there.
So
you guys
an
are doing what,
adult-only
Thursday
trip.
morning, coming home Friday?
Coming up Saturday morning, we're gonna spend Friday on the beach.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Hopefully victorious.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I'll tell you what, it should be a good game. And, I don't know what you guys were talking about before I jumped in, but, this looks like one of the most evenly matched bowl games that we've had so far. So,
Yeah.
We were saying that.
yeah. So I'm super excited. I want to see a close game. As even being a Penn State fan, I don't want to see a blowout. I don't even see Penn State blowout. I want to see a good game, so.
Absolutely. And it's an excuse to go to Miami, Florida in the middle of January, so you can't beat it.
You can't beat it, right? If this game was played in North Dakota, I don't know if I'd be going to it,
Oh, that's hilarious.
But no, we're excited, and getting away, without the kids for 2 nights, it's exciting. We don't get to do that too much, so.
Yeah, well,
that'd be nice.
Corey.
Yeah, you have a lot of people from the area joining you down there, so it'll be pretty neat.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know how any business in Northeast Pennsylvania is going to be open on Friday. So
right,
everyone's going to be calling in sick. No one's going to show up to work.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, it's going to be I hope it's like you said, great game. Ready to watch it. We can't even think we're trying to talk about the NFL. We can't even talk about it with the Penn State Notre Dame game going up. Once in a lifetime opportunity here.
Yeah.
Well, I know obviously, Todd, Jonesy in my family, and I know Harding in your family, as we grew up and Penn State Notre Dame played, it was almost like a holiday weekend,
Yeah.
That was bigger than someone's birthday sometimes, So
yeah. Right.
Now, what would you think? Like, say a Penn State loss, was that hurt worse for losing to Notre Dame? Or doesn't that matter?
Honestly, it doesn't matter to me. It hurts because if you look at the all-time record, they're tied right now.
Right.
Yeah, total tie.
and who knows the next time they're going to play each other? I don't foresee them ever scheduling a regular season game. So.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
So they might not meet again until a bowl game again. So.
Sure.
Yeah, doesn't happen often.
Yeah, like I said, Corey, this could be a once in a decade opportunity. So enjoy it, man.
Yeah, definitely. Growing up and especially going to Myers with Rocket Ishmael, going to Notre Dame, and Mickey Gorm and his Notre Dame. Notre Dame was big. And Myers with the golden helmets, just like Notre Dame. So it is. It's big. It's big to see that game. I'm super excited.
Yeah,
we're leaving our area, Wilkes-Barre, at 2 a.m. to get on a 6 a.m. flight Thursday morning. But you know what? I'm not worried about being tired because I'll just be running on adrenaline all day. I'll be so excited.
Yeah. Once you get into Florida, you'll be fine.
But Billy he said maybe we should start tailgating on the plane. I'm like, I don't know if that's a good idea, Bill.
No, it's not. No,
6 a.m.'s a little early. I'm not a young pup anymore.
So, yeah, just order the orange juice or water. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I'm gonna try to close my eyes, but I don't know if I'll sleep. So. But how about Friday night? Should be another good game. I mean, if Ohio State plays like they did against Oregon, I don't see anyone touching them. But Ohio State's known to slip up. They have 2 losses, so
they do. They do.
So, why did they keep it up for that long?
Yeah, right. So,
and switching to the NFL core, the Redskins are in the playoffs. They're playing the Buccaneers.
The Redskins are relevant.
Yeah, they are. I'll tell you what. I mean, they're a scary team right now with that quarterback. They don't have much else, but he's a dude. So
they're playing Tampa Bay, right?
Yeah.
That's definitely a winnable game.
Yeah, it is. And I think that's one of the best matchups on the weekend too. So
yeah. So in that game, I like the Redskins to beat the Buccaneers. Jonesy, who do you like in that game?
I like the Redskins. Just that quarterback is the X factor. He's been awesome all year. He started the losing streak for my Chicago Bears with the Hail Mary, so I'm gonna root for him.
He single-handedly destroyed the Bears season.
Oh my
Yes,
God,
he
he did.
did.
It's been awful. It's gone down.
They
They
fired
went on
their
a
coach.
10-game or 11-game losing streak since that point.
Yes. And how many of them on like a last-second field
It was
goal? And
blocked field goals. It's everything was in the last like 30 seconds they lost.
Yeah.
It's been a fun year for me to watch the Bears in Miami. Just crumble.
They were such a bright spot going into the season too.
Yep.
Everyone was excited for the Bears.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see these games. I'm a big Penn State fan. To see them play Notre Dame, like you guys are saying, the roots from our area in this game is pretty cool. Love seeing the Redskins back in the playoffs. I'd like to see them take that East back over and knock those birds out of there. But I still like watching Saquon though. He is a phenom out there. But Pittsburgh's in it. You got the Vikes in there. You got the Packers in there. You guys are all enjoying your teams in the postseason. Have fun.
Yeah. The Vikings play the Rams in LA, so we'll see. I kind of like
say those Lions look pretty good there too.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
this
really a lot of
Lions,
Lions
this
to keep
is
their
their
run team.
they should be in the Super Bowl this year.
I like Minnesota to win that game on the West Coast, though. I really do. I think they should go into LA. I think they should win that game. And if they win that game, that'll set up a match most likely with the Eagles in the second round, most likely.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah. So
Because the Lions will get the lower
matchup.
seed.
And then if Washington does beat Tampa, they'll be going to Detroit, and that's going to be a very, very tough game to win.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is.
I think Tampa's going to beat the Redskins. I have Tampa.
All right.
All right.
Hopefully they're all good games. It'll be a whole long weekend here packed of good games. So just got to find out what to watch them. Peacock, Netflix, Prime. Go ahead and start paying all your subscriptions.
I know.
Well, I told the NFL on Christmas Day, you know what I mean? I mean, most people have Netflix, but I don't, So, there's no way I'm describing on Christmas Day to freaking Netflix just for an NFL game. You know what I mean? It's just
right.
Because I used to just take passwords, but they cracked down on that.
We used to do that, buddy. They killed us.
Yeah. Once they cracked down on it, I'm like, screw you guys. But
it's all greed. It's all about the money, the bottom dollar.
Yeah,
totally. Oh, the NFL, it's always looking for that dollar somewhere, So, but
always.
But it's all good, So it's gonna be a fun week of football here with the bowl games and the weekend. It should be outstanding. So, how many minutes are we in, Todd?
You're about 25, 22 minutes in here. So,
okay, all right. Is there any other topics you guys want to talk about football wise?
I think we're good. It's just we'll be talking more after the fact now. Now the hype's on, and
we could just dissect the game.
Yeah. Hopefully, you all end up
Who
on
do
the
you
right
guys-
side.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you guys think's the best quarterback prospect coming out of college to go in the NFL
I like my
this year?
Miami guy, Cam Ward.
Cam Ward.
I think, with the right team, with a defense behind him, he could do a lot.
Yeah.
I wonder where Aller would have been if Aller came out, if he was his pro style, if he would have been over those guys or below those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my only guess is he didn't get a good rating because I think he would have came out.
Yeah, I think you're right on that, Corey. Yeah.
I think they were probably projecting him for a second or third round, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll stay another year."
I think he's a little babyish sometimes. I think I don't know some of the expressions. I don't think he's ready yet.
Yeah, sometimes he looks really good, and sometimes I'm like, "Man, who is that kid?" So,
you're right. When he's off, he's off. You're right about that, Corey.
And then I'll tell you what, the whole dynamic of college football, like Bo Probola going to where is he going? Missouri for $1.5 million. He can't even make that his rookie year in the NFL.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, these deals are insane.
So,
these deals going through right now. It's insane. With
it's a whole new. It's so new.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
You're right.
That's life-changing money.
They're making more in college than they make in a pro contract.
It doesn't even matter.
And then
recruiting classes don't even matter because the guy can leave as soon as he gets there.
Exactly. Like that kid from Ohio State, that wide receiver.
How much
what's
is
his
he
name?
making? I forget his name.
Julian Fleming?
No.
No, not him. The stud freshman from Ohio State. He has to play 3 years of college football.
Okay.
What's he getting? $5 million?
Well, that's what I'm. My point is Ohio State better pony up because they better pay him some top dollars because the big time schools are going to throw a lot of money at that kid
Right,
next
right.
year.
Wow.
Well, if they
Yeah,
said, like,
Because he's a game changer.
I always have a question: who's paying this money? Is it like the boosters?
They're called collectives. How it works is that they have boosters like that. They all funnel money, wealthy boosters into these collectives, and they use the collectives to pay this NIL money to people who sign. So that's how they get around to doing it. And I guess like schools like Missouri just have tons of money in their collectives. They must have rich alumni funding them.
So there's like no kind of like caps on this stuff then. Wow.
No.
I don't think so. You know what I mean?
That could get insane.
Yeah, because I said like teams like
Yeah.
You see it
Ohio
already
State's
getting
loaded, Oregon's loaded.
Right.
Where's
Mhm.
Penn State's money?
Penn State has collectives. You know what I mean? I just don't know how much.
That creamery's pumping out that ice cream, baby.
Yeah, we gave it to Julian Fleming easy on play.
I know.
Penn State has more CEOs than any other university in
go.
the world. So, you would hope that this collective starts, churning up some money here. So we can get big time guys.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, I don't know 100% how they're financed, but I know that's part of it. It's all they're called collectives. Is how they funnel the money. So
Yeah, I was curious how it worked.
Yeah, so
Wild. It's gonna be a subdivision of the NFL soon. Like I think we talked in a previous podcast. They're just gonna split the whole thing north south up, and there it is. It's the NFL pretty much.
Well, the SEC and Big Ten's already talking about doing it, so I wouldn't be surprised because I know they negotiate all those network deals. You know what I mean? So, but I just see them saying to the NCAA, "We're gone. Screw you guys." You know what I mean? But
yeah, well, you'll see like next year the SEC games exclusively on Netflix.
Right. You're right. Though.
Then you're screwed there, Todd. You gotta get Netflix.
I know. I know. We have the Iron Bowl, but it's on Netflix.
Well, you see what's on Netflix now? Do you see what
Exactly,
premiered
right?
last night? WWE.
I saw that. It's a huge thing too.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I heard Hulk Hogan got booed. Is that true?
Hulk Hogan's still there?
I saw that online.
Hulk Hogan got booed and hissed on the, poor Hulk Hogan, man. What do you do?
Dude, how old is Hulk Hogan? Like 80?
I don't know. He's up there.
He's in the 70s.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Gotta be up there.
the Hulkster? Come on.
I know. He's a legend, man. How do you boo the Hulkster?
I
You
didn't
can't boo.
get that boo. I did not get that boo.
It's these younger generations. They don't know what's good for them. Eat your vitamins, Hulkamaniacs.
Oh, geez.
So.
All right. Well,
I'm on my way home, so I'm going to check out here soon, but I'm going to take that flight down to Miami. I'm going to get as close as I can to the Gulf of America and watch the Orange Bowl.
yeah.
Sounds great, man. Hey, have a couple cool ones for us down there in the heat.
Yep,
Yeah,
have a good
man.
time.
Excellent, dude. Enjoy, Corey.
Hey, boys.
Enjoy.
It's always a pleasure.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for jumping in.
All right. Have a good night, boys.
Good night.
See ya.
All right. Well, that was great having a little guest star there coming out of the blue. That was fun.
Yeah, we got somebody going right down to the turf down there. It's pretty cool. There is a lot of people from the area going down, getting together. So it's gonna be neat for those guys.
Yeah.
Good time. Hope it's a great game for us all to watch. You'll be seeing my text messages come across as the game goes on. Hopefully I'm not going, why did they make that call?
Yeah.
I'm starting to get nervous. I'll be feeling it Thursday. I'll be pacing.
Oh, Brad, you got it in you, buddy. You got that nervousness in you all the time with these things.
Oh, man.
Hopefully it eases.
So
For Frank Brown out there, though, I hope he has a good game and, if things swing his way, good for, it's It's a neat time to be a fan and to see this happen in college football. So we talked about this early on in the year, and it could happen, and it might happen, and here it is, it's happening. So,
well, I like the playoff. I like the way it's structured. I mean, there's some hiccups you can fix and stuff, but like these kind of matchups are great.
Yeah,
it is. No, it's definitely great. Definitely great. All right,
boys.
Well. Should we wrap this up, Todd?
Yeah, we're half hour in. Thanks for everybody getting together. I know it's tough on a Tuesday, but I figured we'll get this out. So if people want to, enjoy it on the ride to work and listen to us try to talk like we know stuff, they can enjoy that and get a couple laughs. Yeah. But thanks, guys, for tuning in, and we'll catch up after these games after this week, and we'll try to throw another one out so we can talk about what's going on next.
Yeah,
Yep.
sounds good.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
Good
Thanks,
one, guys.
Rob. See you later, Todd.
Have a good one. Good
Bye.
night, man.